Welcome back into Frogs Today now, and we are joined by a very special guest. You'll remember him as a basketball player here at TCU back 2008 to 2010 or so. Edvinas Ruzgas joins us right now. He started his career at Weatherford College and transferred here to TCU. Had a great run, averaging about 11 points a ball game during his playing days. We'll talk a little bit about that, but we also want to talk about what Ed's up to right now. He joins us here via Zoom from Vilnius, Lithuania. Good to see your face, Ed. How are you doing, man?
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you too. Nice to talk to you. It's been a while, so it's at the moment doing pretty good actually. Right now, been living in Vilnius for basically for the whole time once I returned from TCU.
I want to get into that. When you left TCU, you had an opportunity to play professionally. You did play some professionally after college, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I actually played 2 years professional basketball in Lithuania, in Lithuanian Basketball League. So I had two pretty good years. My first year, I actually recorded myself into Lithuanian Basketball League history by winning the three-point contest at the All-Star game. So had a pretty nice run, and then after 2 years, I basically decided to stop playing professional basketball.
Ed, always a great shooter. Boy, he could fill it up back in those college days as well from the perimeter. Tell us about, I know you're a big family man. I know you got a growing family. Give us some idea on what's happening on that front.
Yeah, I have a wonderful family at the moment, beautiful wife and two little boys. One is 7 years old and another one is 5 years old.
Have they picked up the
And
basketball yet?
no, not yet. We're still deciding. Still not sure. I mean, they like to shoot some basketballs. Also, they like to play soccer. They like to just do boy stuff at the moment. So, not sure yet.
I
But
like
I
it.
will definitely keep that in mind, and then we'll try to show the skills of basketball for sure.
That's right. The Ruskas family, it's got some basketball skills. How's your golf game, by the way? I need to ask you that because I know you were getting into golf.
Yeah, actually, once I returned, I mean, I started playing a little bit of golf back at TCU as well, but not as much. And then whenever I got back to Lithuania, I picked it up a lot more, especially during the summer season. And I've been playing since. And at the moment, I'm actually a six handicap player. So
Ed, that's pretty
it's,
good, man. You're playing a lot then.
it's all right. It's all right. At the moment, I try to play maybe twice a week, if
Good. Now,
possible.
you also part of a highly successful business that I know your family has there. Update us on what's going on the business front, and then I want to dive into some activities you have going on in Ukraine. But let folks know professionally what you're doing right now.
Yes, actually, at the moment, I work in family business. It's our Lithuanian capital company, but basically we do all the business in Ukraine, where we have four business ventures. One is a supermarket chain, Novus, where we have 95 stores, supermarkets mainly in Kiev, in the capital of Ukraine. We also have real estate development company in Kiev, where we mainly build residential buildings. We also built a shopping mall in Kiev called Retroville. It's over 1 million square feet in size. And also, we also have a seaport in Nikolaev, also in Ukraine, where we do the grain handling. We have grain handling terminal where we do storage and loading of wheat into ships. So we basically do all the business in Ukraine, mainly in Kiev and in Lithuania. Since we're from Lithuania and we're from Vilnius, so in Vilnius we only have a office building where we have our headquarters, and also we rent offices here.
Super proud of you, man. You can tell very
Thank you.
diversified there, and you're successful on that front. And you mentioned Ukraine, and that's one of the reasons we wanted to have you on because of
Yeah.
what that country is going through right now. Give us some insight from your perspective, Ed, as to what the people of Ukraine are experiencing, obviously, with this invasion from Russia, but also how they're determined and resolute right now.
Yeah, well, everything was going pretty good for Ukraine until that unfortunate February 24th, whenever Russia invaded Ukraine. So, I mean, at the beginning, it was big chaos. I mean, the people panicked and nobody knew what to do. And for the first few days, it was crazy for the whole country because it was basically bombings everywhere, and they sent tanks into Ukraine territory. But I think what Russia wanted at the beginning, they tried to take over Kiev in 3 to 5 days, but it didn't happen. Actually, Ukrainians are fighting for their land and for their lives, and at the moment, the motivation of Ukrainian citizens are incredible high. I mean, they know what they're fighting for. They are fighting for their freedom, and they're fighting for their land, and it looks they're determined to win. That's for sure. I mean, as long as it seems that the only thing that Russia is succeeding at the moment is by just firing missiles into Ukraine cities and trying to bomb residential areas, hospitals. Just this is the crazy part.
Yeah, innocent women and children too are falling
Yes,
victim to
that's
this.
true.
Give us some insight because you told me that you're trying to work through your diversified companies to assist Ukraine. Give us some sense of what you're trying to do and how maybe folks can help.
Yeah, actually, since we have a supermarket chain, so whenever the crisis started, the war started, so we basically talked to a lot of our partners and started to bring in humanitarian aid for the people in need, because some of the, I mean, because people needed food, which is the main thing for the Ukrainians, and some of them lost their homes, didn't have a chance to buy anything. So we started bringing in humanitarian aid and then giving it away to people in need. So since the beginning, we already brought in over 20 full trucks of food supplies that we gave it away, worth of over probably $500,000. And actually, we also established a relief fund in Lithuania, where we ask people to donate money, which we use to buy food supplies and bring it to Ukraine and give it to people in need. Since we have the infrastructure of our supermarket chain, so we know the ways how to bring it into Ukraine, and how we can give it away to the most vulnerable people
So
in
you're using
Kiev.
the supermarkets as the distribution point. That makes total sense there, Ed. Is there a website established that folks back here in the States can get
Yes,
involved to
it's
assist you guys?
yes, it's www.foodforukraine.eu, and there we have information in English where anybody can make donations, and it definitely helps a lot because every dollar, every euro, they say helps save lives in Ukraine
So it's
during this.
foodforukraine.eu, correct?
Yes,
All right,
correct.
we'll put that up on the screen so folks can make a note of that, and if they want to dive in and assist and help. And Ed, we wanted to thank you for carving out some time for us. I know the time change makes it difficult. You've been very flexible
Yes.
on your schedule and joining us here today on Frogs Today. We're super proud of you. Not only on this effort in assisting the people of Ukraine, but what you've become as a dad and a husband and a business leader there in Lithuania. We look forward to the day when you can return to the States and we can honor you back here at TCU at some point.
Thank you very much.
There goes Ed Ruzgas joining us here. Edvinas Ruzgas from Vilnius, Lithuania. Our